Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at gratitude, not just feeling thankful, but really using it as a practical tool.
Exactly. A tool for finding, real satisfaction. We're digging into the sources to pull out a kind of blueprint.
Yeah, a blueprint to get away from that feeling, that modern thing where, well, nothing ever feels like it's enough, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a core problem we see in the material.
You see it everywhere. Like you land second place, maybe a big achievement, but it feels short. Or you hit that five-figure salary.
And suddenly it's not enough for the trips you see online or whatever.
Or the classic.
Yeah.
You get the shiny new phone, and 3 weeks later, the buzz is gone.
Yeah, because you already know that the next model is just around the corner. That's that hedonic adaptation kicking in.
Hedonic adaptation.
Yeah.
Right, we just get used to the good stuff, baseline resets.
We normalize it way too quickly. So gratitude, according to the research you pulled up, it acts like a quiet resistance to that cycle.
A quiet revolution, the sources called it.
Yeah, it makes you pause, makes the good feeling actually last a bit longer.
Okay, so how does it work? The sources say it starts. Surprisingly simple, just a conscious choice.
That's it. Step one is just choosing to say thank you. But, and this is key, not just for the big obvious wins.
Not just for the promotion or the lottery win.
Exactly. It's about applying it to the really ordinary, the expected stuff.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, like consciously thanking the bus because it, showed up on time. Or properly appreciating a colleague who just did their regular job efficiently.
Thanking the bus feels a bit odd. How did that lead anywhere significant, towards simplicity? Seems like a big jump.
It feels small, maybe odd at first, yeah. But that repetition, doing it consistently, it starts to build something. They call it a heart of appreciation.
Okay.
But what's really happening cognitively is you're retraining your brain. You're focusing on what is there, what was delivered.
Instead of always scanning for what's missing, what's wrong.
Precisely. You shift out of that deficit model. You start seeing life based on abundance, even small abundance.
And this is where it gets really interesting, according to the sources. It changes your relationship with time.
Absolutely. It fundamentally shifts it. Because when you stop constantly chasing the next big thing, you actually land in the present moment.
Right. You anchor yourself. And appreciation lets you look back, not with regret, but with gratitude for lessons, for experiences.
And the future feels less
anxious.
Less anxious, more hopeful. Because you're not measuring it against some impossible standard you need to get to. You value the now.
Ah, okay. So that's the link. Valuing the present, even the quiet moments, reduces that desperate need for more, for external stuff.
And that leads you naturally towards simplicity.
Simplicity is the destination.
It seems to be the inevitable outcome, yeah.
The sources argue pretty strongly that the joy you start finding in the really ordinary things.
Like a sunrise or just laughing with someone. Exactly, that quiet stuff. It genuinely starts to feel more valuable, more satisfying than the constant chase for the extraordinary. You realize you don't actually need all the hype.
But wait, isn't there a risk there? Choosing the ordinary. Does that mean just settling? We usually advocate for growth, right?
That's a really important distinction. Simplicity here isn't about, giving up or settling for less. It's about where you find your value.
Internal versus external.
Exactly. It frees you from needing things to feel okay. Materialism, greed. They lose their grip when you stop looking outside yourself for value.
So finding joy in a simple cup of coffee becomes maybe richer than the status hit from a new car.
Potentially, yes. Because it's a joy that's available and sustainable, not dependent on the next purchase. You're pursuing depth of experience, not just more stuff.
Okay, so bringing it all together, this internal shift, valuing the ordinary, finding contentment, what does that mean for how you interact with the world, with other people?
Well, the sources suggest tangible outcomes. When you feel content with what you have, you're actually more able to be generous. It fosters real empathy.
Because you're not focused on your own lack.
Right. You're not constantly trying to extract something. It builds kindness, genuine connection. You shift from sort of taking value to contributing value.
Interesting. So a final thought then for you listening, as you reflect on this deep dive, maybe consider this, that next urge you feel to upgrade, to chase the next promotion, or just pause. Ask yourself, how much of that is really about needing external validation, needing status?
Versus tapping into that joy that's already there in the ordinary moment you're in right now.
Yeah. Think about the quiet power in just choosing gratitude for what already is, something to mull over.